Testing, testing, testing. Cool, 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 cool. There we go. It's working. I am not soon going to get used to managing all of these cables. Pop that there, and cool. I no longer have to worry about anything. Yeah, we're just gonna do some free play. We're just gonna take it real... Well, no. No! Dang it, what did I do? I don't remember how to play the game! Was developed to be the shipbreaker's all-purpose cutting tool. Along with extensive salvage operations, Lynx also owns and maintains the rail gates throughout the solar system. It's actually, no. Let's go with something a little softer. Along with extensive salvage operations, Lynx also owns and operates... Oh, now you're working. When grappling an object that's too heavy to move, you can retract your grapple to swing around quickly. Is Lynx a pun? No. The Stinger's name comes from the slight pain when accidentally touching the beam, right before total vaporization of the body. Note: any damage on rentals due to adhesives will be deducted from earnings. Your thruster can be upgraded to increase max speed, brake force, and fuel capacity. Findings show stickers induce positive sensations without the use of chemicals or medicines. Finance department, very interested. Extracting a reactor from its protective housing will cause it to begin melting down. Act quickly to secure your salvage. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to play the game. It's been a long, couple more longs. Long time. So, career. And I hope that will just start the tutorial. You must enter the hab to end your shift. Otherwise, you'll lose your progress. Medals are to soldiers as stickers are to shipbreakers. Interesting.
All right. Breathe.
There we go.
You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with the first spare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morrigan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. All right.
Oh dear.
Let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above.
That thing?
That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient. All right. Now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around.
I forgot that in the beginning of the game it just immediately kills you.
Now vertical control.
And I love that because it makes sense that a scummy corporation would just do that.
Now,
Lock you in early.
finalize these movement checks. I need you to fly to these waypoints.
Oh, I love the music of this game so much. It's been so long. It's been too long since I've played this game.
Used to be a cutter myself, you know. Until there was some complications with my last revive. Those are early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that.
Never you mind.
Oh, almost forgot the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and and then test them out, why don't you? All right. Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this crap up. I'm gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Dang thing. Would you just...
Oh, there we go.
There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying. These things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident. Okay. Let's get a handle on your grapple tool.
Let's get a handle.
This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object to move it around, if it's not too heavy. Give it a go, and move one of these pieces into either furnace. So, when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it.
Oh. Gotta get a handle on that. There's the button I was looking for. Retract. It's right click. Okay. And then you just hit boom.
Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Huh. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple.
I have.
I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up.
There's a scanner? I don't remember there being a scanner. Okay.
This mode of your
Oh,
scanner
this is
lets
new.
you assess an object structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting.
Okay. Wait, what cut point? Okay, that I remember.
You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool.
Oh, okay.
The cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move.
Gonna let me fire it? Ooh, stuttering a little bit.
That's how you do it. Okay. Let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these.
Hold on.
Do me a favor. Look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology
Ain't always the best of friends.
Hey, all right. We're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there.
Actually, hold on. While I'm doing that, let me see if I just need to turn the graphics down just a little bit. Just so the game runs well. I genuinely don't know what will affect what. So, this is how we're just going to push that button and hope it works. It should be fine. I played this on a significantly worse computer. So this oughtn't be the thing that this oughtn't be the thing that kills my little laptop here. Come on. And boom. There's just something so satisfying about moving these things around in zero G. Yeah, that's okay. Move you right there. It's so slow, too. It's just nice. And there we go. I would like to stop moving and go up. Okay, so that's just not going to move for a second. Waiting on that. It's probably just another part of the tutorial.
Well, okay. We're almost done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now, this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're going to have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool. Start slicing this thing down to size.
The best tool in the game.
Go ahead and switch cut modes now.
Simply the best. V.
Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm going to turn on your salvage indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
Ooh, stuttering again.
Material deposited.
Come on.
Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there. Fly on over back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there, head on in and we'll get started.
Not until everything has been salvaged. There we go. Am I missing something? Ooh. Sneaky. Almost missed a piece.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits.
Let's not crash just yet. Yes, sir.
New certification level achieved. License upgraded.
The processor is named after Eugene L., professor who invented the furnace. I don't... Oh, Eugene L. processor. That's a little stupid, but that's fun. I like that. It's just a tad silly. Is Lynx a pun? No.
Hello, shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
I had, oh my gosh, every time I move, it feels like this game was built for VR. Where? Ah, there we go.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. Has everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab.
Your head.
Now, how's about you get yourself some rest? We'll pick up your training in the morning. Sleep tight there, Cutter.
What lullabies do you sing in the space age? Do you count comets?
Hello, shipbreaker. Overnight genetic backup complete. Pattern deviation nominal. Have a good day.
Overnight genetic backup? Oh gosh.
Rise and shine, Cutter. Hope you feel well rested. Ready to continue your training?
Might as well
Okay.
be.
Let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now, let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation. Go on and give it a read. Clear as mud? Don't worry, I'm here to walk you through the process. Soon enough, I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too.
Most of them.
All right, let's start
How
a new
fancy.
shift and pick your first ship to work on.
Can't let these sit. Ooh. Station hopper. Okay, we're good here.
This screen shows which ships you have access to. Each morning, you can choose to continue working on the ship you got or start a fresh one. Go ahead and claim one, and we'll get to work.
Which one has a higher payout? Or, sorry, the highest payout. This one? Okay. We'll start with that. Ostensibly still the capital of the solar system, Earth is now considered a backwater by most colonists. Rampant coolant leaks can be stopped by dismantling the ship's environmental control unit. Alright.
She's all yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter. Weaver out.
Oh, wait, I can just go in. There's no... There's no door. Okay. Now that it has walked me through things, we can get started on the fun part of the game, which is playing it. What is this thing, and why is it just floating? Okay. Well, first things first, let's get this glass panel out. Wrong one. Okay. Should be able to get this all out in one piece. Ooh, okay. So that's the first cut. And the second one. Ooh! Careful. Want to get good slice. Ooh. I lost a piece. Where did it go? There you are. Errant piece of glass. We can just... boop. But yeah, we can't let this entire panel go. Can I rotate it? No. Okay. Well, we should be able to just cut it off. So let's get to cutting.
I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first, but trust me, soon enough, you'll be stripping the huge gecko glass freighters like nothing. Got my start salvaging back down Earthside in the droid scrapping biz. You know what made me come up here? One day, we got a batch of this particular model in, one of them kinds with synthetic skin and everything. We almost never saw people-looking ones like that. They're always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them, mothballed for, 20 years or so. Since the AI
Did it make it?
effect,
Alright, there we go.
probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things looked exactly like my stepbrother Jed. Even had the same slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing, but all the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Lynx. I tell you what,
There it
it's
is.
a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway, I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. We were out.
Alright, all good. Good start, actually. Took a little longer than I was expecting, but good start.
Credits transferred.
Hold on, I gotta check something. Just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Because I don't trust things to just... Okay, cool. It's fine. Ah! That is in the wrong place. Alright, cool. My bad. I wonder if this is loose. It is. There's a little glass stuck to it too. Just hang tight. Come on. I just want to get... Alright, sick. Yeah, every time I do this, I always cut the window panel out first, and then I don't actually know why, but the nose tends to come off.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
I've always been curious as to what exactly gets it to come off like that. But I suppose it does not matter too terribly much. We are gonna cut from the top. Can I not cut through this? Nope. Okay. That means this is a job for the stinger. We're just gonna go through and cut this entire side off. All of that goes into the processor? Okay. Okie dokie. Right. I will say, it is convenient that this entire panel will just go to the same place. Ooh. Ah. Oh, I have to let this cool down? I did not remember that. Okay. Industry standard construction pin. Meant to be disposable. The soundtrack to this game is just awesome. It simply is excellent. Now, did I cut all of that? Cool. Okay. Ooh. Which way's forward? Okay, and that's all aluminum. Alright, cool. Let's see if we can just pull this off now. We can. There we go. See? Easy. Easy money. I do not know what CMPT stands for, and I think it's fine. This should all just come off, right? Yeah, there we go.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Don't want to let anything drift into the furnace.
Deposit accepted for processing. Salvage goal cleared. Reward
Ayo.
allocated.
Look at that. We're earning rewards. We are an asset to the company. Come on back down. There we go. Can't let you get away. Okay, and that should just be this entire side. Because I think this is all one big piece back here. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, right, there's an engine. And that engine is different. Alright. I want to see... Oop. Wrong button.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
So that goes to the processor. That also goes to the processor, apparently. It's curious. I thought we were supposed to salvage the engine panel. No? Still going? Okay. I can't cut through this, right? No? So what are you connected to? Alright, let's just get this out first, and then we'll figure the back section out later. Oh no, we're stuck. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so this is a panel of aluminum. But how much of it is aluminum? Okay, so the entire thing is aluminum. Gotcha. Okay. The music of this game is just so... It's just so good. Oh, did I just lose something? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, I guess something just got destroyed. Nothing to do about it. Nothing to do but keep cutting. Oop. What's getting destroyed? I have no idea. And like, I need this wall out, so I can't stop yet. What, did something else get destroyed? Yeah, I don't know what it is though. How are you still stuck in? What, is this all just attached by internal pins? No, see? Things are coming off. What are you talking about?
Raw material accepted.
Okay. Okay. Alright, I'll play your game. Let's figure out how to get all of this out from the inside. Oop. Oh, well, look at that. Look how easy that was. Okay. Oop. That all goes to the processor.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Oh, that's just part of this. Okay. I thought it was like a little floating piece for a second. And now that's out of my hair. I really hope that wasn't my mouse just breaking. That felt not very comfortable. You should come off now, right? There's nothing holding you in. All right. Now, if I'm not crazy, which I don't think I am, normally the engine would go into the salvage, but I can't do that yet because I have to get to level 3, which is annoying, but just how the game works. So, we won't worry about it. Oh, hey, LP, how you doing? I am just breaking some ships. Chilling out at the end of not a long week, but the end of a week. Oh yeah, it's your that was today. It was your birthday, right? Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, and I promise no cannibalism because for some reason you're still remembering that. How am I? I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired. Just kind of a little bit of a tiring week.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Nothing too crazy, just, you know,
Salvage
general
rewards.
life.
Rewards allocated.
School and stuff is difficult. Just find it funny to bring up. It is funny. I will give you that much. It is funny. Every time it catches me off guard. But yeah. We're just gonna lean into it. I promise not to eat you today at the very least.
Valuable object
Other days, we'll decide as they come. Oh wait, I should just cut that down. It was both of you, LP. Don't try to dump all of the responsibility on her. I hold both of you equally responsible. I am way too close to that for safety, but I keep missing, and it's frustrating. So yeah, it looks like pretty much the entire interior of the ship just goes directly to the furnace, but everything on the outside can be processed. Because, like, yeah, processor, furnace. It is the first ship that I'm cutting for this, so it's probably not. It's probably just waiting to introduce some of the more delicate things. Actually, I know it is because it doesn't have. It's not letting me use the salvage bin for any of the special stuff, like the air conditioner or the thruster. Speaking of thruster, I can just lift this up now. I'll push you that way. You are a heavy piece of metal, but you'll go where you need to. Yeah, it's been a very long time since I played this game.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage goal met.
Come on.
Will be paid.
Let's go. I wonder what happens if it breaks. Oh, what you mean is she brought it back just in general? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice, I hear you. Whether or not I believe you is a whole nother thing, but you know, I hear what you're saying.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Wish I could take credit for it. I mean, technically it's my joke if we want to be super specific about it. Oh, this is gross. I have to separate so much metal. Is it all just gonna come off easily? Oh, it is. Alright, sick. Never mind. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything on that.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Oh yeah, I can shift the entire ship now. Alright. I've just got to detach these panels here. And that should be it. Can I thread the needle here? I can't. It stopped being your joke when you forgot the context after a week? Okay. Well, that's just unnecessary. Okay, so the door goes to the processor, but everything else doesn't? That's fine. Can I just pull the door out? Or are you gonna fight me on that? Nope. Hey, look at that. It does just come out.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Okay. That should be the last processor thing besides these two panels. You want to fight people with a crowbar because they call you IP? Maybe a little unnecessary. Just a tad violent. Imagine doing this in real life, like, just tearing ships down. That's probably cool. I imagine it is horrifically dangerous, but it's cool. Ooh, no, not the furnace. You need to go to the blue, to the processor. Because you're covered in valuable materials that need to be carefully sorted instead of just melted down. Oh, you can stop moving, please. Yeah, you've still got money attached to you. Can I just pull that off, though?
Processing object.
Yeah,
Applying
probably.
credit to account.
Okay. Wait, why are you challenging Pizza Person to a crowbar duel? I feel like I'm missing some context for that. Yeah, that all goes into the processor. That's fine. Where's the rest of the ship? What do you mean, why not? You just... What do you mean, why not? I don't think it's a weird question to ask. Why are you threatening violence? Why are you saying, hey, let's go fight with Crow? Like, what if I said, like, hey, we should go, like, have a knife fight to the death? Like, wouldn't you ask why? Would you not be curious? I'm just gonna pop that off right now. Like, you kind of need a reason, right? I don't think I'm the crazy one for believing that. I think you're the crazy one, honestly. You challenge him to it if he doesn't accept? No. Well, yeah, true. But if he does accept it, then you're gonna hit him with a crowbar.
Valuable object.
I don't know, that sounds pretty violent to me. Personally. I feel like there was more than one piece of this ship, and I do not remember... There it is. You can burn...
Deposit accepted.
And he gets to hit me with a... Hey, violence doesn't necessarily have to be one way. How close did I come to dying? Very, very close, in fact. Came quite close to dying. That was not my favorite thing in the world. Do I have to cut this apart, or are you just going to follow obediently? Let me see if I can get past it real quick. It may be that I need to... Oh yes, you've absolutely challenged me to a crowbar duel before. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking the big questions that need asking. I'm asking the whys. Clearly, you have not done that. Yeah, it's just not moving at all. I don't want to cut it, because I lose money if I cut it. I should be able to just slice through all of this, right? I can't. Alright, cool. Alright, what's the most economic way of doing this? It all started when he got the bad ending on purpose. Is the bad... As someone who has not played the game, is the bad ending just when you detonate the dirty bomb? Is that the bad ending? When you just nuke Colorado? Or not Colorado, you just nuke... You nuke Detroit. It's not Denver. I'm a little tired. Yes, I know, game. I'm aware that I lose money for that. There's a lot more to it? How much more could there possibly be? Oh, wait, I could just cut here and like just cut it in half and hopefully that'll work. Okay, let's just... Alright, will you separate now? Why are you disintegrating entire panels? It's not what I'm asking you to do. The game does not have 200... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Full pause. No, it does not. How many endings in... Ugh. Detroit become human? 40? What? There are not 40 different endings in Detroit Become Human. There is no way. That's ridiculous. Detroit does not... I'm questioning so many things that I thought I knew about that game. It's like I saw like one playthrough of the game a long time ago. It took 8 years to be made. Actually, no, I believe that it took 8 years, but like 8 years does not necessarily mean a lot. Like it was not like oh, gosh, I'm shocked. Which is not really hidden. There's no way there are 40 endings to the... Huh. That's kind of terrifying that I didn't know that. Not even terrifying that I didn't know that. It's just like, I would not have expected Detroit Become Human to have 40 endings. 4 would have surprised me, but 40? There are 40 endings. You can kill most of the main character. I only remember there being like 2... Hold on, how many main plots were there? I remember there being like 3. Like 3 primary plots. Because there's the one with Connor. Connor's really cool. I like Connor. So there's one with Connor. There's the one with the android who like kidnaps a guy's daughter and then runs away. Because you know he's a bad person, but like she does still. It's still a little weird, but like you know she does that. There's that storyline, and then there's the one where I don't remember any of the other characters' names besides Connor, which I think is probably true for most of the people. I mean, Connor can't die. Like, Connor's inability to die is kind of his primary defining trait. But, I did not destroy an entire kilogram of glass. Bull crap. They just want to keep me in debt. They just want to keep me in debt. I made $2 million though. I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2. The story is cool. Yes, the story of Red Dead 2 is really, really good. I also played Red Dead 2. I actually played it pretty near when it came out. I might have played it when it came out. I don't know. I don't normally play games right when they come out. Both because just like when I was younger, I didn't buy a ton of games, and now that I'm older, I do buy games. Just I'm not always able to really do much with them or buy a ton. I don't typically buy games right when they come out, which might not feel true, as I am currently resisting the urge to just impulse buy Starfield and Armored Core, and I did buy Baldur's Gate kind of on a whim, but not really. But yeah, back on topic, Red Dead Redemption 2 is really, really cool. Genuinely, probably one of like the most heartfelt game stories I've played in a pretty long time. Like there's a lot of like soul in the story of Red Dead Redemption 2. It's also just really fun. I really enjoyed playing that game. I'm kind of sad that the online didn't really pan out to be much, but I don't really play online that much and things, so it's not really that big of a deal. Hold on, my debt's like something multiple billions, right?
Pick another ship.
Yeah, playing Red Dead 1 actually made me really want to play Red Dead 2. Or not Red Dead 2. It made me want to play Red Dead 1. I might. I don't know that I will. Red Dead Online story ends on a cliffhanger. Is there a story to Red Dead Online? I don't remember that. Huh. It's also been a very long time since I played the game. You know what? We're going to do something really easy. I don't want to think too much tonight. You don't technically have to do it, but there is one. Interesting. I remember, like, you worked... Like, there was, like, some quest where you worked with, like, this woman who hired you to find her husband's killer, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't actually play the online much at all. Even if I went back to the game, I still probably would. I'm just not super big into... Well, it's not that I'm against MMOs. I'm just not... I am not really an MMO player. Like, I just... You know, when I play my single-player game, I normally do that by myself. Where's the ship? Oh! I'm still on the one that I finished. Okay. Half of them are based on your honor system. Interesting. That's cool. That's cool. I do like it when, like, the morality system in a video game actually matters. That is always cool. Yeah, that was accidental. I picked the same one. Because there's like 0.005 grams of ship left, so I could technically still do that. Which is weird that I could do that, but yeah. We'll try again. What's another game, LP? Not when you're trying to complete all the missions. I was done with the high honor missions, I just went around. Oh!
Would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
So you just have to alter your honor system to play certain things. Yeah, that does sound like it could be pretty annoying. Okay, yeah, the Thunder Bradley is the one we were working on, and now have to select a new one. Oh, and they're all hazard level too. Okay. The Shippy Maguire. I mean, if I'm gonna do a ship, I'm gonna do the one that pays the most. So that was 5-4. Yeah, we're gonna do the Valkyrie. Also doesn't help, that requires at least one other player to play with you. I had the benefit of, I had friends who really liked playing... I mean, specifically, they liked GTA a lot. And they got me to play that with them, and then we also played Red Dead. Hold on, looks like my thing's broken again. Which is frustrating, but I can work with it. What's going on, dude? I've just, like, completely lost tracking, which is weird. hopefully it will fix itself. There's not much that I can... Actually, hold on. I might be able to do something about it. But yeah, I just played it with friends. I never played Red Dead Online by myself. And I also haven't played it since, like, the year it came out. Because they stopped playing it. Or, like, we stopped playing it together, and I just did not have a reason to, play it on my own. Okay, so I have to reset things. Yeah. Yeah, that is like a nice thing about having friends who are really into MMOs. You can just wait for them to want to play and play with them. But I don't typically play MMOs when I think to. I did think about starting Final Fantasy 14 because I had, Usagi and Pizza play it, and apparently a lot of people play it. But I can't afford what's it called? A monthly game subscription. So yeah. It's looking like a no on that. Which is kind of sad. Me and my brother were like really interested in the idea of playing it. But we didn't end up going for it. Which is a little unfortunate. Oh, is this why it was broken? Did it open another window? That's funny. Huh. Strange. There's a lot of hackers in Red Dead Online. This is something I've never really understood. Like, why hack a game? Like, what do you get for the effort of hacking a game? Like, genuinely. Like, I just don't understand it. It's like, does it not just remove the fun of playing the game?
Alright, hold up a second there,
Hold
Gunner.
up a second.
Because you've increased your rank, we're gonna give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that Lynx can collect and resell. You're gonna want to throw those items on the barge. That's, the big green thing below you. Go ahead, have a look. Toss any valuable objects or components down there. Don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. Works great. Most of the time. Let's give it a go.
Let's give it a go. Most troll like to give some people money and gold since the game is very grindy. Yeah, I don't know. To me, like, hacking just feels like it... I mean, yeah, it just removes the point of playing the game. It's like, if you're getting a game, you should know what the game is going to be like. It's like, if you're going to get a super grindy game, like, don't get it and then be upset that it's super grindy. Like, you should do your research ahead of time. Like, if you're just going to cheese the game, don't get it. Go play Candy Crush. If you're just so attention deficit that you need that much easy stimulation.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Also, Rockstar abandoned. Yeah, Rockstar did abandon it, which I was surprised at, because, like, they kind of abandoned it really early. Like, they did not launch it with much, which is not something you do if you want your online game to do well. And this was kind of during an era where a lot of, like a point in time where a lot of games were just kind of putting in as little effort as they thought they could get away with, but, like, there was really not much to do in, Red Dead Online in the beginning.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Which was, like, weird. Like, there was some of the quests... There was, like... I think there was just the main quest that you could do. And, like, I enjoyed the main quest, because, you know, I'm always down for a good a good story, or even just a mildly interesting story. I'm like, you know, you can entertain me with that for a while, but like there was nothing else to do. Me and my friends, we just kind of like wandered around doing things, but it was a lot less fun than just playing the game in single player. The only difference was that you had your pals with you. Is all of this going to the processor? Sick. But yeah, it was just like, yeah. So I do different role missions with other people, like bounty hunter trade stuff. But yeah, like when they added all of the like the bounty hunter missions and stuff, it was really fun. But like they didn't add it for like a while. I want to say it was at least a couple months before they added any of those things into the game. Which, I don't know, it just feels like the kind of thing that you would have normally. Like those were things that was in the single player. Like there were bounty missions and stuff in the single player, but nothing like that for the multiplayer. I don't know. It could just be that like Rockstar wanted to see what they could get away with. I refuse to believe personally that like they forgot, because that's not like, I don't know, a company that big doesn't forget those kinds of things. Yeah, like wreaking havoc on the towns is fun, but like there's only so much general chaos that you can wreak in a town before you like get bored. Like, and this is coming from someone who pretty much exclusively does that. There's only so much just random raiding you can do before you kind of want something more specific to do in those kinds of games. They're gonna claim that they're still planning on updating it because they need to have something there. Like if you think about it, if you say that you're going to abandon something, everyone is going to act like you're going to abandon it. But if you are wanting to abandon something but still get anything out of it, you should never say that you're going to abandon it. Maybe it's a little cynical to say, but like, I don't know. I feel like it makes more sense that they would say that they're going to keep updating it and have no intention to, rather than them actually say that they're going to abandon it. But I don't know. Can I salvage this cargo hatch? Okay, yeah, I can. We'll just pop that off. And who knows? Maybe they do plan on updating it, but they're just really busy working on more GTA 5 stuff. Yes, because giving people false hope is better. I mean, it's better for their money. It's not better, like, actually, but from the perspective of this is a company that wants to make money, it is just objectively the best thing that they can do. Is like, yeah, we'll totally update it, and then just never update it. Like, anybody who cares to think about it, or honestly, everyone playing the game will realize that they're not actually going to update it. But any future players will look up information on the game and be like, oh, they said that they're planning on updating it. And some of those people might still get the game and hope that they update the online. They have to buy any content. Oh, wait! When you said gold, you were talking about, like, the money in-game currency. I completely forgot that that was a thing. Yeah, I did not remember that that was something that they did. It's been a while since I have played a video game that had an in-game currency. Which is surprising, because there are a lot of those. I don't know what I've been doing. Yeah, what did you do with gold? Did you need gold to do the bounty missions? I feel like you did. Like you had to get gold to like unlock some of the things, which is kind of gross that they would do it like that. Because that's literally just locking. I mean, kind of just locking the game for the online mode behind a paywall, which is not great. But, you know, we aren't talking about them and being like, oh, they're totally fine. Yeah, that's all I'm going in there.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Yeah, you do use the gold to buy the licenses. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's kind of not great. That is not very cool of Rockstar to do that. But I don't think they were very concerned about being cool. Oh, that fuel tank is potentially explosive. We're gonna let you sit there.
Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now, let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, Link's regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel costs. That's the way things go. Turning it on now. Now, no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Yeah, I am not on the game mode that requires me to use fuel. I might eventually change that, but I did not really want to worry about that right now. So we're not going to worry about it just yet. But who knows? Eventually we may.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Tool repair kit. Huh. Okay. But yeah, LP, I think that's what me and my friends did when we played it. Because when the bounty missions first came out, we all jumped back into it.
Good stuff, Cutter. Pretty easy,
And I think we
right?
just did like a bunch of miscellaneous missions, which was
I'll leave
kind of
you with it.
annoying.
We'll chat again when you've hit the next rank. Weaver out.
But yeah, the Red Dead 2 story is great. Yeah, the single player is just kind of better in every way than the multiplayer, which Rockstar does not care about. Gonna yell at me for disintegrating glass? No? Good. Because I'm going to do it again. It's very important to me that those are even. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot Sadie was in the online. Rockstar isn't known for good multiplayer. I'll take your word for it. I do not really follow Rockstar. Also, hi, how you doing? True Patriots Tactical. I think it's what that says.
Credits deposited.
Yeah, I did completely forget that Sadie was in the online. Might not have run into her because you have to look for her. We probably did look for her. Yeah. My one friend, who was kind of just the ringleader for all of our multiplayer shenanigans, probably would have had us try and find Sadie because he probably would have known she was there. Please come out. I don't wanna fight with you. There we go. There we go. Call me Patriot, it's easier. Yep, that's probably easier.
Account credited.
We'll probably stick with Patriot. Woo. Yeah, I do remember liking Sadie a lot. Sadie was a cool character. Who's my favorite member of the gang? It's been so long. I don't know. It's been long enough that I don't really remember most of their personalities. I mean, obviously, I think it's Elijah was the traitor, and Elijah sucks. We don't like Elijah here. This is an Elijah-free zone. I think it was Elijah who was the rat, who was like selling them out to the Pinkertons. Micah. Wait, then who's Elijah? Or am I just saying things? Or was Elijah the banker guy who was actually really cool, and I feel bad if that was who it was?
Material accepted.
Wait, was Elijah the nice guy with the glasses? Dang, I think I feel kind of mean now. Because I liked Elijah a lot. Yeah. I actually didn't like Arthur very much. No, not Arthur, sorry. I didn't like John very much. Don't remember a character named Elijah? Okay, then I'm probably just misremembering Micah's name. But yeah, I don't actually like John very much. Like, at the end of the game, I knew Arthur was going to die, and I was really sad. Both because Arthur was going to die, and like everyone's like, yeah, now you get to play as John Marston. I'm like, but I don't like John. Like, he's okay. Yeah, like most of John's love comes from the first game. I don't think most people would be as crazy about him if he wasn't the protagonist of the other game. Like, it's not like he was the worst person in the world, but like he was really annoying. Just kind of like really annoying. And like the fact that he just kind of didn't care about his son until Arthur was like, hey, you should care about your son. I didn't really like that about him. I'm like, dude, like if you're, yeah, at the beginning of the game, he did kind of suck. And like he became better at the end, but like they all became better at the end. Not all. Dutch kind of stayed the same. Committed to his dream. Come on. But yeah. I am still like genuinely sad that they all died. It was really, really sad. I actually, kind of on that note, I really like how Rockstar handled their deaths. Like, they were all big moments in their own way, but the like actual deaths themselves weren't, like, they weren't center stage. Like, everybody just kind of died at moments. And I thought that was really cool. Dutch either stays the same or gets worse. Yeah, I haven't played the first game, but I think he does get worse. And yeah, Patriot, you're probably right. I genuinely am just kind of, I am fully zoned out right now. Uh-oh. That wasn't supposed to come out. But yeah, I'm not thinking too hard. Yeah, I forgot that once you take the glass out, the front of the ship just comes off by itself. Still don't know why it does that. Dutch is a very good character, LP. I actually really like Dutch. Like, Dutch is like the perfect kind of scoundrel, because he's like, you like him, but you know you shouldn't. And he was very charismatic. Like, I liked him a lot. So, having fun. I have a habit of trying to do race runs. Yeah, I would probably never do that. The reason I play this game is because it is fun, it can be tense, but it just kind of lets me go at my own pace. That is also kind of, a lot of that is just, I am playing on easy mode, so I don't have to worry so much. Did I just scorch the package? Also, why is there a package in the walls? What? I get why there's a fuel tank here, but why is there a package just in the... Okay, whatever. It does not matter. Most memorable John moment is when he tells Bigfoot, you eat babies. What? I've never played Undead Nightmare. That was like... Actually, you know what? That was my biggest heartbreak, was that there was not an Undead Nightmares for Red Dead 2. Because I remember there was like speculation. Mostly my friends kind of put this idea in my head that Rockstar was going to do that. Because Rockstar themselves never, Rockstar themselves, I don't think, ever said they were going to do Undead Nightmares. But the hope was put into me. And then they never did it. And I was like, really sad, because I feel like it's just a missed opportunity. Like, yeah, it's a whole tangent. Basically, I was sad that they didn't do it. But yeah, I didn't expect Bigfoot to be a character. So that's interesting.
Processing object. Applying credit to account.
And boop.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Yeah. I really like the like Western genre. I don't think people do it enough. I feel like there's a lot of like untread ground in like the cowboy fiction thing. Do I have tethers unlocked? Not just yet. This is the second ship that I have worked on. I just kind of started a new what's the word? Career path.
Object processed.
So I don't think I get tethers until after this one. Did I play the epilogue? If you're talking about when John builds his house, I did do that.
Salvage
I got all the way up until like after John built the house and stuff. And they had their like little family day where he went and took a portrait. Took an automated picture photo. Which was like nice. It was like cool that he was like committed to being like a father and a husband to this family now that everyone else he knew was dead or on the run. And like I will say that moment did make it really sad that what's it called? That did actually make it more sad that I know that John dies at the end of the first game. The actual ending is John hunting down Micah. No, I did not play that. Or if I did, I have completely forgotten. Are you coming? Come on, fuel tank. I don't want to make you explode, because that loses me credits. Ooh, okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm glad that there's an ending where you hunt Micah. Get to shoot him a lot of times. Good. Pipe junction. Oh yeah, that's just for the fuel.
salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Yeah. What's another game that you guys like playing? I'm still kind of, dang it. I don't know why me asking that question reminded me about the fact that freaking what was it called? What was the game we were talking about before this? Detroit. That Detroit has 40 endings. I still am kind of struggling to accept that. Detroit just does not feel like a game that had 40 endings. Yeah, I want to get to the end of this ship. Ooh. Eve. Oh gosh. I almost just processed myself. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Eve. Eve Online is one of those games that like I've thought about playing. And like looks really cool, but it's also like super complicated, and I don't know. I do not know if dang it, my brain just stopped working. Don't know if I would be able to get into. It's a good bit of dedication. Yeah, I've heard it described to having another full-time job. But yeah, it's like a really cool game. And like, yeah, that's like pretty much most of what I know about it. That's like really cool. Also, sandbox MMOs are sick. I'm a big fan of sandbox games. Like, my favorite thing to play is like anything that has like a good story, but sandbox games are like a very close second. Like, games that just kind of give you a license to do whatever are really cool. If you take it that seriously, it can be. Just play to have fun. And I think that is the best possible way. Like, playing a game should not add more stress to your life, in my opinion. Personally. Lenny was fun to hang out with. Lenny's death was probably the thing that hit me the hardest. What? We don't salvage the food pack. This feels like a waste. Done pretty much everything there is to do in Eve. What do you do in Eve, actually? Like, all I know about Eve are like I've heard some news reports, and like there was this one battle. This was also multiple. It's like several years ago, so this is definitely all old stuff. Like there's like some battle where like the estimated cost of the materials lost was like several millions or billions of real world dollars. Yeah, like most of the... Oh, hold on, don't want to lose that light. Come here. There we go. Yeah, most of the in-game items are player-made. Yeah. Actually, one that I was thinking about going... Like, a game that I've been thinking about getting into is Albion. Because I've heard that, you know, it's super... It's like, you know, big sandbox world, player-driven, everything. I think that, like, would be an interesting thing to try out. The in-game economy is all player-driven. Yeah, I've heard that about Eve. Like, I know... Like, Eve is, like, cool to me, because, like, so much of it is player-driven. So, like, every conflict and stuff is, like, a whole thing, because it's just, like, people doing people things. Like, I just think that's, like, a really cool feature of games like that. Like, games that just kind of, like, enable people to inhabit another world as realistically as possible. Like, I just think that's, like, really cool. I've never actually played one of those myself, but I imagine I would have fun. Like Javier, but, you know, he's one of the people you hunt down in the first game. Oh, I forgot all about that. Actually, I guess not. Well, no, I did know it. I don't remember who told me he was in the first game. Because, again, I haven't played the first game. I know very little about it aside from... John gets contracted to hunt down the former remnants of his gang and stuff. Oh. Ew, I have to extract the airlock? Ugh. It is, unlocked.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
More so forced than contracted. Yeah,
Additional rewards.
that's a good point. Whoa, my eyes just rotated with the screen for a second. That was not comfortable. You're still stuck in... Okay. And yeah, it sounds like it's probably pretty epic to have flown in some of those, like, 1,000 pilot battles. Yeah. One thing I really like is, like, the guild system and, like, how complicated that got. People you hunt down are the ones who sided with Dutch and Micah at the end of the game, and Dutch himself. Sounds interesting. Are you gonna come out, or do I have to come in? Looks like I have to come in. Okie dokie. What is the best way? Oh, so you always do throw the thruster cap out. Okay. just gonna... I am just going to pull that out back here. Yeah, I just love the fact that the guilds you are in game actually matter. I think that's like a really cool thing that you can do. Ah, my hand.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Boom, boom, doom, ding, ding, ba, ding, 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 Charles and Sadie moved out of America? Huh. I don't actually remember what happened to any of the ones who survived. Grab that. An asteroid shard. What? Oh yeah, Sadie did move to South America because she's weird like that. She is in her what's the word? Vigilante arc. Yeah, these are incredibly dense and slow to move. Okay. What's going on here? This is not a multi-tool. This is a wrench. There's nothing multi about that tool. Arthur Morgan is probably one of your favorite video game protagonists. Arthur Morgan is a very good choice of favorite video game protagonist. Arthur Morgan is one of the better ones that I have seen. He was very, very well made. Like, I love like the way that he was built really allowed you to kind of decide things. It was like really cool.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Okay, what are we doing here?
Deposit accepted.
Alright, cool. Let me not drift off into the flames just yet. But Arthur Morgan's one of my favorites too, because like, I don't know, he was just built so well. Like, any choice you made sense for him. Him getting sick was such a gut punch. Can I just... No, come back. Come back. There we go. Back. Actually, the saddest part about him getting sick is just like, it just kind of happened. Like, you really have no control over it, but it does feel like you should have. Because he gets TB from the farmer that they loaned money to, that he had to go beat up.
Salvage secured. Credits
And then the farmer dies, and then you die because of that. And like, it's a whole bunch of things. And like, when he talks to the nun towards the end of the game. But yeah, Like, they just did it so well. I'm like, I just wish there were more cowboy, like, genre stories like that. Like, I just think that whole... I think that whole sub, what do you mean pick up? Oh, it's thruster fuel. I just think that whole genre is so underused. So underused. Furnace. Processor. Wait, what do you mean processor? Everything else on this goes to the furnace. Okay. We just need to cut all of this open so that we can get a better view. Ooh. Dang it. Ugh. Yeah, Arthur Morgan is definitely one of the best written protagonists. Like a proper online Western game. Yeah, like I just think there's such a big market for Western stuff. I genuinely don't know how big it is, but it at least includes me. And I think I have pretty good taste, and I think other people who have good taste would also like to see more cowboy stuff. But no, everyone just wants to make more cyberpunk. And I say this as someone who also loves cyberpunk. I think cyberpunk is great. But yeah, the closest we're gonna get to cowboy stuff for a long time is going to be in Starfield. People clearly do with how well both Red Dead Redemption games did. That's a good point, actually. That's a very good point. Yeah, it's one of those genres that I'm genuinely surprised that hasn't been just mined to death, but hasn't been. And I think that's sad, because there's a lot for it to offer. Okay, this is the reason I came in here. Was to cut this wall out so that I could get the airlock gone. I forgot how much I like this game. It has been too long since I have played this. Thank you, I've forgotten the name of this game's developers, for making a genuinely just such a good game. That is both relaxing and tense and frustrating. Why are you still attached? Oh, did I miss something? No, I was just connected at the wrong point. Okay. Yeah, a proper online Western game would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty interesting. One of the biggest driving points of the Red Dead games was to make it more accurate than a lot. It didn't want to romanticize the idea of outlaws and stuff, and they wanted to show you the life sucked. That definitely is... You know, I think I can agree with you. I don't know if that was, like, the main... Actually, even as I go to disagree, I find myself being like, actually, you're kind of right. Like, a big thing was just like, yeah, living as outlaws sucks, and most people who do that don't want to do it forever. And the people who do want to do it forever are crazy and not good people. Yeah. There is something to be said for, like, the realism being a big reason why people liked the game. Like, you can actually, you see that, like, a lot. Yes, aka Micah. I'm also kind of including Dutch in that. I do not think Dutch is a good person. Like, Dutch very much was against the idea of, like, how everyone was starting to kind of want to move on, get with the times, and realize, like, we can't just keep living out in the wilderness, Dutch. He's like, but what if we did? Yeah, you've definitely got a point. Like, you know, the main reason people liked the game was that it was just a good game. But there are some kinds of games that require a good story, no matter how good the gameplay is. And I think, like, Red Dead is kind of that type of game. Like, it's just... I guess I'm just kind of talking about RPGs, but, yeah, like... The story of Red Dead Redemption is very good and very, like, relatable. Like, you can relate to... like, not completely, obviously. Like, you can relate to, like, the idea of, like, not wanting to give up on a dream, but also wanting more out of life than what you've got and stuff. And, like, that whole conflict. Just, like, wanting to change and wanting to be better. Stuff like, there's a lot of, like, relatable elements that I think people can resonate with. The characters are very human. That's very well put. Oh dear, this thing is starting to drift. Which is not good. Because if it drifts too far in the wrong way, I lose money. And as we all know, money is the most important thing. The absolute most important thing. Yeah. Seeing, like, the deeper stories that you can kind of sink your teeth into. I did not see that storage bin, nor did I mean to pull it out, but hey, free money. Yeah, that's definitely part of the draw, or at least part of the staying power. Woo! That's true. That is a good point, LP. Like, a lot of them weren't really given other options, but, and like, this is like something that I don't really, and this has also been long enough that I don't really remember, but I feel like part of it was just, like, part of the, at least part of Arthur's journey was like, he was kind of born into that life, but he still had the ability to choose, and he just had never thought about choosing good before now, and it had cost him so much. Like, you know, like his relationship with the one woman whose name I don't remember. That part hurt me a lot. Like, that part was really sad. Like, when he was talking to her, when he saved her brother, and he was like, I'm gonna change. I promise you, I'm gonna change. And he really meant it. And then, like, he got roped into that last job, which he could have turned down. He could have just left, but he was just bound by feelings of loyalty to Dutch and the rest of the people. And rather than try to steer them off of the destructive path they were on, he was just like, well, I gotta do this last job. Mary, that was her name. Yeah. There are lots of, like, cool little things. So it's like, it's both the, you know, you will eventually pay the cost. Yeah, and the outlaw life got him tuberculosis, and it cost him his life. And, like, he could have just been like, I'm not gonna go beat this poor farmer, and then he would have lived, but he didn't, and you just gotta kind of pay the cost for your actions. You can never change the past, you can only change the future and stuff like that. I am certain that if I spent the same amount of time analyzing Red Dead story that I did on Killer Love, I would come out with a lot more to say. Because there's definitely a lot to say, especially if you, like, dive deep. Yeah, I remember reading that letter and being like, no. I didn't cry, but, like, I did feel really sad. Oh, nope. No. I want the light. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, her final letter was, like, really sad, and then you could just never see her again. I think, did she move Was that why you could never see her again, or was it just like you couldn't go see her? Because I don't remember. I actually, a thing that I did, which I regret now because I missed out on a lot, I never did any of the side missions with the main characters. Or really just any of the side missions in general, because like I just kind of like got full into it. And every mission for like the main story was really urgently pressing into the next one. So like I never felt like I could just, you know, take some time to go fishing with Lenny. And I regret never fishing with Lenny or Sean because they both died and I never got to speak to them again. Which is actually kind of cool that it mimicked the you never know how much time you have until it's gone feeling. But yeah.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Yeah. Yep. Arthur's story is sad, but you know, there are things to learn from it if you look close enough. Unfortunately, none of those things are optimal ship-breaking procedures. Ooh. So I would love an instruction manual on that. You know what genre I think we need more of? The space western. I think the space western is another criminally underused genre. It definitely gets more than the normal western. But, like, never obviously. Like, most space westerns are just kind of somewhere. I can't even think of one. There was a Firefly MMO. Yeah, like Firefly. I actually haven't seen Firefly, but Firefly I do know is a good example of, like, the space western kind of thing. Dang, I really should watch Firefly. Woo! Gotta reposition. There's nothing in this, right? I can just throw it away? Alright, cool. Oh, the soundtrack to Red Dead is so good. It is so good. Games with, like, really good soundtracks just kind of always stand out. To me specifically, like, I just love a great game soundtrack. Like, there's like a difference between just having a good soundtrack and having one that also just fits with your game. And Red Dead just accomplishes both in a very, very special way. The Red Dead soundtrack is great. I can't remember what my favorite song was. I don't actually think I knew the name of it. Dang it. You're making me want to go back and play the game, but I can't play it where I am. I don't have access to my copy of Red Dead 2. If I thought I had time for it, I definitely would go back and play some more, or play another round, play another turn. Unshaken. I don't remember Unshaken. The only song that I have saved from the Red Dead 2 soundtrack is Cruel World. I don't know why Cruel World is the only song that I have saved. But it is. And Cruel World is good. Don't get me wrong. I don't know why I saved it. Like, I like it, but it doesn't feel like the kind of song that I would save, really. I don't know what I was thinking when I did save it. I don't even think I was playing the game when I saved it. I just, like, heard it in some video, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a fun country song. Yeah, don't worry about gifting me the game, LP. My computer could probably not run it, and you know what? You have better things to spend your money on than my Steam library. I do appreciate the thought, though. Yeah. Dang it. I missed the game now. Just see if I can't find an like a equivalent. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna pause the game real quick. What do I have in the handy dandy? How do I open it? the handy dandy Shandle Steam library that counts as a Western, because I want to see if I have anything. I don't think I do, but it would be cool if there was something. Ugh. It would be nifty. I know you could probably run it on low graphics, it would just look terrible. The entire thing with like graphic, I personally don't really care about graphics. I just care about like how they're used, and specifically in games like Red Dead, where like graphics are a thing that they very much spent a lot of money on. You just kind of have to run those kinds of games at a certain graphical quality. Hunt Showdown is a great game that I also haven't played in a long time. I don't know why I paused the entire stream to flip through my Steam library, but hey. As long as I have you captive here, I may as well waste your time, right? That's how this is supposed to work. Dang it, I don't actually think I have anything that would qualify as a Western. Which is sad, but makes perfect sense. Yeah, there's nothing. No deserts, no horses. But that's not unexpected nor necessary. Let's get back to what I was actually doing. Yeah, I remember when I looked at what the low quality version looked like? Yep. Like, it's really sad. It's really sad that so many games spend so much time and money just trying to have the best graphics ever, because that's not important. Like, it's just about how you put everything together. I guess, like, your art style versus your graphical quality. Because, like, I love a lot of older games. Like, I love Knights of the Old Republic, which is a game that I tried to stream once, but doesn't work. Why is that so heavy? You have no reason to be that heavy. Yeah, like, Knights of the Old Republic does not look new. It does not look very good. But the game is so amazing that it doesn't matter. And, like, they weren't trying to make it look super ultra realistic, because that just wasn't possible when that game came out. They were just trying to make it look Star Wars, and it looks Star Wars. What's another old game? One that's not Star Wars related. Let me think. I almost said Halo Reach. And yes, Halo Reach does look very good, especially for how old it is. But it doesn't really count for what I'm talking about, because it is just kind of like, this is the best graphics that we can have. Another Star Wars one is like, I guess The Force Unleashed. The Force Unleashed kind of did the same thing as Halo, where like it tried to look realistic, but like, yeah. I completely lost my train of thought. When it comes to graphics, as long as I can tell what's going on and it's not distracting, I'll play it. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's only distracting when it's like a game that prides itself on being like super ultra HD, and then you have to turn the graphics down. It's like, whoops, you aren't playing on ultra graphics. Time to make everything look like spaghetti. Because that's just kind of all you get. It's all you get. Hacker Sims. I played a Hacker Sim? I don't actually know if I've ever played a Hacker Sim. I feel like I have, but I could not tell you if I have or not. Uplink sounds familiar? I feel like I've heard of Uplink, and I have no real way to tell. Everything orange can just get melted down if I'm not mistaken. Oh! The fuel pipe is a thing, and the pipe junction is a place where I can cut. Okay, I definitely did not miss that. Why is this taking so long? Okay, cool. What's like a really old game that I like a lot? Oh, the first one that I was thinking of, which is this game called Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which is actually like really, really good. I genuinely would consider playing that on stream just so that I could finish it. Because the first time I played the game, which was like 3 years ago now, it is genuinely one of my favorite games that I've ever played. And I just didn't finish it because I did not have enough personal time that I dedicated to playing games. A new Walking Dead game was announced, really? Change the event of the show. Huh. Interesting. I haven't watched The Walking Dead because when The Walking Dead was airing, I was both too young for my mother to allow me to watch it, and I did not like anything remotely horror adjacent, and, you know, zombie fiction is kind of included in that. I am proud to say I'm now a big fan of zombie fiction. I think zombie fiction is fun. Kind of a full 180 on that. Are you gonna move, or am I gonna move you? Please don't fall into that. Yeah, I didn't know that people had any problem with any parts of The Walking Dead. I knew The Walking Dead wasn't like... I knew no one was calling Walking Dead the cinematic masterpiece of our time. But I didn't know anybody had problems with it. I guess it's just kind of a lot of shows now. Love The Walking Dead. Like the character stuff, which makes it annoying when they kill them. Interesting. Killing characters in the middle of their arcs can be done well. It actually can be done very well. But it is hard. Like, it's a difficult thing to do well, because if you just kind of do it, then it sucks. The Walking Dead never does it well. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that feeling from you. Ooh, shock value kills. Ew, gross. Ugh. We don't like that here. Shock value kills are the worst. And yeah, that's coming from a Danganronpa player. But in Danganronpa, it wasn't just for shock value. It was also just because that character was going to die then. But Danganronpa is I would call Danganronpa an example of them doing the killing characters in the middle of their arcs well. I mean, like, they kind of have to do it well, because they have to do it so frequently. I don't want to cut this, but it's making me. Wait, what? Oh, there's the hotkey. Forgot about that. See, it's just gonna disintegrate the entire thing, and then it's gonna... yeah. A lot of people say it got worse as it went on. They just got too used to killing off characters for shock values, so people stopped watching. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I have considered watching The Walking Dead. I at the very least do really want to play the Telltale game. I'm a big fan of Telltale games. Didn't it just say there's something for the barge? No? We're sure. Oh, there's a light here. Aha. Yeah. I do really want to play the Telltale game Walking Dead because I heard it was really good. And I'm just generally a big fan of Telltale games. I like Telltale games a lot. I really loved the Batman one. The Batman Telltale game and Tales from the Borderlands are like probably my two favorite ones that I can pull to mind. I haven't played as many of them as I would have liked. Especially when the reason they killed off one of the characters is because he turned 18. That's really unfortunate that is how that went down. And kind of sucks. Also just kind of happens. Yeah, there's a lot of not great reasons for certain things. This is something that I kind of annoy all of my family and roommates about. Just like certain non-narratively satisfying things happening and it being because of external reasons. Like, I absolutely hate it when like a show will just try to force a point through that has nothing to do with its plot because that's what the network wants, or what, like, the show writers wanted to do, or something. And, like, yeah. And, like, just killing off characters for reasons like that, or just, like, removing them for no purpose. Like, one of the reasons I really,
Raw material accepted.
like, kind of nowadays just really don't like, I don't think I would be able to go back and watch a lot of the Disney sitcoms I grew up on. So I just spent a very long time being very upset about things. No, there was a door! Dang it! Shoot! Dang it, and how much was that door worth? Ah, shoot. Yeah, and there's no more ship. That was everything. Dang it. How much did I miss? That's upsetting. Gosh dang it. Well, nothing to do about it now. Time to end the shift. Producers didn't really understand The Walking Dead was about the characters and their reaction to the apocalypse. People didn't watch. Yeah. People. This is like a thing. Like, I don't want to just be like, oh, Hollywood does this. And I genuinely don't know whose fault it is, but, you know, we're going to blame Hollywood because that's the cool thing to do. But, like, so many, like, movies and shows will just, like, have really cool premises and just not understand that their premise is cool and that's why people watch. Like, everything is about focus groups. And, of course, the focus group is going to be like, yeah, I think a show where a bunch of characters die is going to be interesting. Because, like, that's an interesting concept. But the concept is interesting, not just, oh, so that just means people want us to kill characters. No. It means that the fact that a character could die is the cool thing. Like, I do not like the Game of Thrones in any way, shape, or form, but, like, you know, credit where credit is due. The fact that characters died in, like, surprising ways that wasn't just purely for shock value, but, like, because, you know, that's just, they were going to die there, and now the entire story changes because they died there instead of where people would have expected. That's a big reason why people read it, or watched it and read it. I haven't done either. I read a little bit of it and I didn't like it. It was a little gross. But, you know, like, he's a good writer. And I don't know, it's just dumb. It's really unfortunate to me when marketing departments get their hands on a good story, because they rarely ever understand what made that thing good.
Breaker. This is your morning wake-up call.
I appreciate it. Ooh, a new ship. Scientific instruments. My predecessor Ted incorrectly stated that there were frequent electrocutions aboard exolabs. Actually, those electrocutions are still being investigated. It's really sad how true to life that is. Cool. Yeah, I just did this. I literally just did this. It is positively adequate for the transport needs of many companies. Income, fees, total. Jeez. What, you gonna charge me for the air I breathe too? Ooh, I got a new sticker. Oh yeah. Also didn't help that
Hey, Carter,
started getting so
I'm
predictable.
looking at the stats coming from your
Yeah.
bag, and it's looking like you're really gonna make your way around here. It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment and some of the more advanced tools you'll soon have at your disposal. Head on over to your workbench in the equipment room, and we'll see about upgrading your tools.
Let's do it. I think this will be the last thing we do for tonight. it's getting time to shut down. Yeah, telegraphing that a character is going to die is so easy to do and is always
I
bad.
gotta read this straight from the manual. Lynx rewards hard work and learning by giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment. Reaching salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first, before giving you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny Lynx tokens. Use those tokens here to get yourself some new gear. So let's get going and learn about one of the most important tools in a shipbreaker's toolbox, tethers. Go ahead and purchase them.
But what if I don't want to purchase tethers? What if I want to save my things? Also, where do I buy tethers? Boop, 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 boop. Huh. Range. I don't see them. Yeah, like I don't really want it to cut better. I don't know what you want me to do here. I'm confused. Sad face shows last really long. Yeah, the longer a show lasts and the more money it makes, the more money the people who need to worry about money will want the show to make. And that just kind of rarely ends well. Like, it's hard to blame. Like, it's hard to be mad at companies for wanting to make money, because that is what a company needs to do. And, like, the money enabled them to make this cool thing that we liked. There's no tethers. Where are the tethers? Oh, okay. There we go. But it's just like,
Repeat after me, Cutter.
when money goes
Tethers
over
are your friend.
creativity, it's not
Now,
good.
have a quick read, and let's hop back in the bay.
In enhancement to the standard handheld utility grapple, the contiguous van der Waals tether field system, or simply tethers, reduces the need for multiple shipbreakers to move a single heavy object. A versatile tool in the hands of skilled workers, the introduction of tethers led to the second greatest increase in salvaging efficiency in Lynx history, only losing out to the real protein breakfast meal, discontinued in 2262. Tethers are easy and intuitive to use. Press and hold your grapple secondary trigger to place the first contact point. Drag the connection to another object, and release the trigger to complete the connection. Tethers automatically retract to pull connected objects together. They can also be used to pull objects into the processor, furnace, or barge for efficient and quick salvaging. Cool. Oh wait, does it want me to start doing thing? I'm so confused. Yeah, ugh, don't get me started on The Flash. Actually, it's too late, you've got me started on The Flash. The Flash is a show that I liked a lot until Season 5. And, to be honest, Season 3 was really kind of where it ended being good. Tethers are your best friend? I've heard that. Yeah, we're not gonna start another shift tonight. It is getting a little bit late. Whew. Dang it, what was I thinking about? I was thinking about The Flash. Posters. Let's see what posters I can do. I can pretend The Flash I can't tell the fourth season. Yep, that's kind of the best case scenario, because like the fourth season was the worst of the good seasons. Like the first 3 seasons were good. I am willing to stand and die on that hill. Like, season 1 was great. Season 2 was amazing. Season 3 was really good. Like, it wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but it was good. Hold on. I have an idea. Look at that. Home decor. But yeah, like season 3 was great. Season 3 was kind of where the problems started for me. I mean, the problem is really just Iris. Yeah, I don't really watch CW shows. I think I'm probably better off for that. I don't think there's a lot of value for me to find watching CW shows, if I am being completely honest. CW has a lot of very interesting looking shows. Like I remember iZombie was a crazy concept. I almost tried to watch iZombie. Smallville was a CW show? I've seen like 2 or 3 episodes of Smallville. I liked it a lot. It was like weird because like, the concept of young Superman is always going to be weird because you have to jump through a lot of hoops. Yeah, that's like really interesting. Really enjoying Foundation on Apple TV. Is that based off of the trilogy by Isaac Asimov? Because it has the same name. Smallville was a CW show before CW was CW. That makes sense. It is, really. See, I've heard that that's like a good trilogy. It's also like it's like a classic sci-fi trilogy, isn't it? Something like that. I haven't actually read this at all. It's outstanding. That's actually really cool. Actually, I own like a compilation, like an all-in-one book of that. It was like just in the church where my aunt worked. They were like getting rid of some books, and I saw it was like wrapped in plastic wrap. I was like, "Hey, can I just take this?" And she was like, "Yeah, we're just getting rid of them." I'm like, "Oh, sick." I actually haven't unwrapped it, and I don't have it with me now because I don't have enough space in the closet that I live in. But it's one of those things like, you know, if I ever get shelves, I want to get the rest of my books and actually read the ones that I haven't. The reason Smallville is watchable is just because the actors portraying the roles. Oh, because because they do a good job. Let me see what other upgrades I can get. Typical romance stuff gets tiring after. Yeah, that's normal CW moment. Another CW show that I watched. I never got to the point where Arrow was bad. It was just exhausting. If that makes any sense. Like Arrow was just, maybe we can start another shift. Arrow was just kind of like, you watch one season of Arrow and you're like, yeah, this is so cool. Yeah, clear. There's nothing left. You watch another season of Arrow and it's like, yeah, that's actually pretty neat. And then the third season of Arrow, you're like, wow, this is still going on, and it's still Arrow. And then by season 4, you haven't made it to season 4. Michael Rosenbaum as Lex Luthor was great. Yes, Michael Rosenbaum was very good as Lex Luthor. I was genuinely surprised. Because, like, again, young Lex Luthor is also gonna be hard to do because you have to jump through some hoops. And that was a great casting for that.
Let me tell you how to use these things. Tethers are more powerful than the beam of your grapple. They're great for moving super heavy salvage. Try it out. Press and hold the secondary input for the grapple to begin placement. Point where you want the salvage to move to, then release the input to create the tether. Great. Now, what if you want to get rid of the tethers you've already placed? There's a cancel command you can send, but take note that it clears all of your tethers. Go ahead and try it now.
How do I do it? Oh, I just hit Y.
Yeah.
Neat.
There you go. Now, you've got unlimited tethers during this training exercise. But after this, when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk.
Yeah.
Let's see how well you can handle them. Try and clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers on one object to increase the pull force. You can also chain objects of any size together to move them as a group. I've seen some cutters do incredible things with a daisy chain of tethers.
Wait, where'd your tether go? I don't remember giving you leave.
Salvage
Oh,
secured.
things are just gonna
Credits
start falling.
deposited.
Alright. Let's see if I can't beat the punch. Yeah, CW shows are just kinda... They start well, and then they don't continue well, and it's fine. One of Smallville's main cast members went to prison because of cult activities? Okay. List of things I would not have expected. That's pretty near the top, actually. What do you mean tether cube? Okay, so tethers can break. Neat. And there's no way for me to just be like, yeet. But I can increase them. The best Star Wars actor of all time was in Smallville. I need you to tell me who Sam Witwer played, because I do not know, people's names, but I will remember him if you tell me who he played. Come on. Why are you heavy? Fully upgraded tethers last 5 minutes. Oh, so it's just that they have a time limit. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Can I just yeet you in? Is there a way for me to, like, automatically retract my tether, or no? Is that just not how it works? Darth Maul and Darth Sidious? In the animated stuff and Star... Wow. Dang, you weren't kidding. That is one of the best Star Wars actors. Oh, dude, the guy who played Starkiller, so good. Starkiller is probably one of my favorite characters. Not probably. Starkiller is one of my favorite characters of all time in anything. And it just helps that he's also in one of my favorite franchises, which is Star Wars. Yeah, Starkiller is so cool. I really like Starkiller. I was probably really obnoxious like the first couple times that I was playing
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to
Force
account.
Unleashed. You can cancel tethers, but you can't pick them up again. Yeah, I kind of expected that. That doesn't surprise me.
Alright. Well done, Cutter. Like I said, tethers are your friends. Once you get the hang of them, you can get pretty creative on how you use them. Now, when you're ready, let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
Oh, really? Is Chloe the one who liked him?
Salvage accepted.
Who liked
Credits
Clark?
applied.
But, like, he didn't like her and she was a terrible person because of it? Was that a thing? I don't... Again, I've only watched a little bit of Smallville. My uncle owns... Like, one of my uncles, I should say, because I have quite many of them. But my uncle owns a bunch of... He, like, owns the whole show, I think.
Salvage
He got, like, on DVD. He was, like, super excited because he liked Smallville. Blonde hair who liked Clark? Yeah. I'm surprised that I remembered that. But, I mean, blonde hair is kind of the quintessential, girl who likes main character boy, but main character boy doesn't like her because she's the worst or something. Which is, you know, when you think about it, that's kind of not cool. Like, why is every mean girl character blonde? You ever thought about that? Probably not. But, like, every single one is blonde. Like, I can't think of a single mean girl character who wasn't blonde. Come on. Into the pit you go. I'm really trying. I cannot think of a single non-blonde Mean Girl character. I know they exist, but I can't think of one. She becomes a better character later on, so weird knowing the actual history. Unfortunate. Yeah, it's not great that she's the one who apparently joined a cult, which is kind of wild. It's a little crazy that she joined a cult. Thanks.
Applying credit.
Genuinely not something I expected to hear today. I mean, if you join a cult, the thing you do is you try to convince other people to join the cult. Like that's not too shocking that she tried to convince other people to join the cult. Like,
Salvage deposit
she joined a cult.
account credit.
That's so crazy. Michael Rosenbaum talked about it on this podcast. It's interesting. I don't really follow actors very much. I don't really follow anyone, to be completely honest. You know, you've seen... I don't really use social media very much. I use all of the stuff for streaming, and that's pretty much the vast majority of my social media consumption. And I'm actually very happy keeping my numbers pretty low. It's like, what am I gonna do on social media? I have no reason to. No reason. What am I gonna do on Instagram that is better for me than not doing anything on Instagram? What time is it? It's pretty late. It's a good point to end on. Recommend at least watching his interview with Sam Witwer. I will write that down and try to... I'll check it out. I will try to check it out. I really want to play Armored Core. There's nothing to do with what we talked. I just got another notification about the game existing.
Please enjoy
Nope.
this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
That's horrifying. They made me do this training. They made me do this training, and now they're not... They... Hello, Usagi. You showed up literally right after I said we were gonna end for the night. That's very unfortunate. But hi, how are you doing? We've got a little bit of time, and I can stretch. My boss isn't gonna yell at me. Ooh. Yeah, we're having a lot of really interesting conversations about what is the word that I'm forgetting? Oh, yes. An actress who joined a cult. Oh, I need to check something in real space. Alright, cool. Boop. Let me see if something happened that I was supposed to be aware of, but my notifications didn't go off. Because they don't do that anymore. Patriot, just something to know. You know, if you ever decide to continue with me and my channel, I would be ecstatic. But I do have to warn you. Everything that I use has a really bad habit of not working. And I'm right now checking to make sure one of those things was not any kind of notification about anything. Cool. No, that's all fine. But yeah, I'm starting to get a little tired. Your app had to update, so you're late. That's okay. I am going to... Actually, you know what? Right now is as good a time as any to actually see the next time that I'm going to be able to stream before Friday. I am going to stream next Friday, and the thing I'm going to do next Friday is actually going to be cool. And I'll talk about that in a second. I think I'm going to try for Monday. We'll try for Monday. Saturdays are probably not going to work for the future anymore, which is sad. But, if I can stream tomorrow, I will. But Saturdays are not going to be super frequent anymore. I'll aim for Monday. And on Friday, the thing we're going to do is I have the so when I mentioned earlier, or I don't actually know how long ago it was, but I mentioned, I know I did, that I wanted to try my hand at using the RPG Maker engine. And I actually own MV, I think. Where is it? I own one of the... It's not the newest one. It's one of the older ones, but it's there. And I think that it would be cool to, like, try and use it. So next Friday, we're gonna take a crack at it. We're gonna take a swing and see what we can, like, do. We're just gonna go through the tutorials and see what happens. And yeah, we'll see how far we get. I'm actually excited for that. Gonna make your own RPG? Yeah, a thing that I have done is I've played a ton of RPG Maker games. And they're really cool. They're really fun. And, like, have really cool stories. So I'm gonna try and make my own. At the very least, we're gonna go through the tutorial and see what happens. But yeah, that'll be next Friday, so that's the 1st of September. Aside from that, Monday will probably be the next time that I stream. And you know, it's set. I have to work around class stuff. Being a student is tough, but we're gonna make it work. As for what we're gonna do on Monday, not sure. There's a handful of options. Could continue with this. Actually, might. Doing something similar, but in learning Python. Yeah, it's like, you know, you always, like, I always say, like, I really want to learn this thing or that thing. But, I normally just don't have a lot of time to dedicate to it. So I figured if I just dedicated a little bit of something else, maybe I'll actually make something out of it. And hey, who knows? Maybe we'll make the next great RPG Maker game. That'd be cool. Is it gonna happen? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? What was I on? Yes, I need to figure out what are we doing on Monday. Well, let me crack open the old list of things I'm supposed to be doing and definitely am. I'm really glad the music's still playing. Oop. Okay, where's my list? All of my lists are gone. Why are all my lists gone? No. Oh. Okay. What we could do on Monday is actually finish the case that we started in Shadows of Doubt. That's an option. Or we could... Hold on. It's taking a second to load. I really should have had this preloaded, but you know what? Hindsight's 2020, and I don't have it. Cool. Yeah, we might jump back into BioShock. Probably will, actually, unless something more interesting comes up. But yeah, I don't actually think I have any intention to not do that, because I don't want to start anything new yet. So yeah, we'll probably just continue BioShock. Maybe we'll start a new game and just abandon that. But, you know, I'll decide that over the weekend. But yeah, that'll be it for the night. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. This was very relaxing, and I kind of needed that. So yeah, that just kind of worked. Kind of worked out. Thank you to Usagi and Evil Pizza for showing up, late as they may be. I appreciate them being here. Oh, you know what we should do? You know what I should do? This is a thing that I keep forgetting to do. Should raid somebody. Wow, it's been a year and a day. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Patriot. Oh, and the sound worked. It's been so long since the sound worked. You would not believe the, not the technical difficulties, but, you know, the occasional things that don't work. But yeah, thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, I'm gonna see if there's anyone to raid. Because that'd be neat. That'd be cool if I actually remembered to raid somebody. I don't even remember how to find people. Oh gosh, I'm a little out of practice, if you couldn't tell. How do I do this? I guess we could see if there's anyone else playing this game. That's a good way to do it. That was Streamlabs OBS, so I'm aware of things not working for no reason. Yep, that's just kind of been my life for the last year of doing this. Just stuff does not always work. Yeah, as soon as I opened this game, two of the 5 people in this in this category are playing Armored Core and simply listed as the wrong thing. Cool. How do I... Let's see if we can't search people by tags. Oh, we can! Cool. And it's already set in the correct way. It has been so long. Someone's playing Legend of Zelda. That's a rateable. That is a rateable thing. Playing Legend of Zelda should always be rewarded. Gonna give it another second to see if I see anything just a little bit closer in tone to what we're doing right now, but I don't think there's gonna be a surprising amount of things that are not in the language that I speak. Yeah, this is normally the kind of thing that you should scope out ahead of time. I did not, and I am paying for it. Okay, Legend of Zelda. We'll do that. The person playing Ocarina of Time deserves a raid. If for no other reason than they just played the correct game. Let me just open it up real quick and make sure that they don't say something really, really mean. Ah, ads. Ad break. Come on. Alright, I guess while we're waiting for that to finish loading, how are you all doing? Okay, I don't know why it's not working. My entire thing just decided not to work.
Tired, but I'm okay. That's good. I do have to say, I'm currently under, like, we got a new internet, so I'm using it right now just to see how it is, but right now my connection strength isn't so good, so we'll see what happens. I hope nothing will happen.
Okay, yeah, we can do this.
I'm currently, like, two-balling in my room, so does not help the box.
RAPSVT. Cool.
I'm hoping everything will be fine. We still have the old one at the moment as well. So if I mean, because all we'd have to do is move it. Like, we have to get rid of the old one to move in the new one. So, like, but that's what I was talking to my dad about.
So sorry about that ad break. I was not notified that was about to happen, and then it just did.
I'd want the internet to be good.
But I have it primed. And I'm just gonna look around one more time to see if there's anyone else to raid. But the person playing classic Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is probably who it's going to be, because I did not think about this ahead of time, and I don't want to hold you all hostage while I scroll through the truly atrocious number of other VTuber channels. There are just kind of too many. There are too many VTubers in the world. But, you know, just gotta deal. Yep, cool. And that is enough scrolling. Alright. We're gonna go raid Raps VT, say hi, congratulate him for his correct choice of game. And then that'll probably be it for me tonight. Yeah, again, thank you all for showing up. I really appreciate it. Alright, here we go. No, it didn't work! Of course it didn't work. Well, I'm officially out of time. Alright, we'll try one more time. Yeah, no, it's just not gonna work tonight. I don't know what's broken. I'll figure it out later. It was a valiant attempt. Yeah, thank you all for showing up. Have a great rest of your day, night, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. And I will see you guys on Monday. Probably. Hopefully. Okay. Alright. Bye-bye.